keep in mind, it's not just the police, it's the military. Hundreds of Navy SEALs, the estimate is, could soon lose their job. Thousands throughout the other services, Marine Corps, Air Force, Army, Navy. Can we afford that? At the state level, this is particularly painful. Entire counties in the state of Maine, for example, will lose paramedic services tonight because of a vaccine mandate. It takes effect at midnight. What does this mean for people who live in the state of Maine? Lisa Keim is a state senator from the state, and we're happy to have her on tonight. Senator, thanks so much for coming on. Give us a sense of what this will mean for people in the state of Maine.
Thank you, Tucker. Yes, tonight, as you said, at midnight, EMS workers will no longer be answering calls. And we don't know on the state level how many have been let go. But there will be 911 calls that go unanswered in the state of Maine. And the difference here in Maine that's good to understand is that we have already done away with all philosophical and religious exemptions, and it is very difficult to get a medical exemption at all. So these EMS workers, they are faced with the choice of feeding their family or taking the vaccine. And I have talked to many people throughout the state. There are definitely dire consequences coming, and we are not sure yet what the impact overall is going to be.
If your 911 call goes unanswered, what's the point of having a government at that? Honestly, like, what's the point? And why isn't there a revolt against this?
There absolutely, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be hurt by this. But at this moment, no one knows. This really has not been well reported. The people that are living in communities where the entire EMS service or possibly 50% or a large percentage are no longer to be working, those communities don't yet know. This is something that we are going to find out as it unfolds over the next week.
So people who suffer heart failure or have a stroke and call for an ambulance and it doesn't come, some of those people will die as a result of this.
That's the most dire consequence of all, and that is one of the major concerns that we have. I spoke with an EMS, the director of Maine EMS today, and they have some preliminary numbers, but they won't know until Sunday night how many workers are actually going to be getting done. So at this point, it's very strongly like mismanagement to assume that the vaccine mandate is going to work for these people who are actually the most careful of anyone in our society. They understand the transmission and they're careful of their patients. And now we're kicking them out and saying your services are no longer needed. The Maine people don't know.
Right. So politicians know more than healthcare workers about medicine, and everyone acts like that's normal, but it's not normal, and it's also untrue. I appreciate, Senator Keim, you're coming on tonight. Thank you.